Good morning. Yes, we are. The snow cleanup. Yes, 4:52 in the morning. That clock's a few minutes fast. So yeah. Yeah, they work before 5 sometimes for snow cleanup. See them out there? Getting all the snow up. See that thingy goes up and it blows all the snow into that other truck. And then the other truck takes it to Snow Mountain. It's a lovely land with little trolls and fairies. They like to give out candy canes like this. This is a cute idea, huh? So you take your little vase and you put the candy canes in it, and you put one special rock candy in the middle. Who's gonna take that rock candy? They're gonna be nice and take the plentiful candy cane. Or are they gonna take the only special rock candy? Who's gonna take it? Yeah, I told you, eagles. That was a no-brainer. Yeah, no, we do look at stats a little bit. We don't just pick, do we like the word Eagles or Chiefs better? Hey, those look like new green lights they got. Those are cool. I hope so. Yeah, I did. I know. Some people say, oh, we're not doing a random one from that. Which one? A random one from this one? Yeah, some people say we can be a little mean when it comes to that. We have children being abused. They're making child and animal pornography and abuse videos. This has been going on for years. We've been really scared since going back before 2009. And we've been watching private investigators and people kill themselves and get killed, while the drug addicts and people around here get away with murder. Some of their family members even disappearing and getting killed in freak accidents because of their involvements. They're doing illegal stuff all around the fucking place. And I don't care about that, but I know a lot of other people do. And for people to understand, all you activist groups that get brought in to get my family, the drug people, the animal activists, you people, you could really help. Now, we can go into right or wrongs here, but in this world, when we're exposing some of the worst crimes in the world, that would be child rape, murder, torture, targeting of mentally ill, vulnerable people. Those are the worst crimes that you're helping these punks to enact to protect your businesses. I know a lot of you psychic networks, ghost hunters, so many different things, huh? UFOs, business people. When you look at where we're at, the old Governor John Hill Mansion, and just the history and people around here and what they're doing. So they're turning their heads because they really want to push through whatever narrative or anything that they're trying to accomplish. Get the drug family out of here, other business deals. What else? Yeah, I know a lot of people have been wanting to teach my parents a lesson since the 90s. I tried telling them in 2008, the Maine Parent Federation, who wanted me to go around promoting prescription drugs to children, and I disagreed that medicating me as a child would not have helped with my retardedness and stopped me from drinking and being involved with the activity I was involved with. Nope, that had to do with my environment, and that drinking was normal out there, and it was allowed, and it was just readily available, as were other drugs. I had a brother bringing in drugs from the Middle East. Yeah, he had a sea urchin diving license, and they used to go out and dive in the ocean. You can go out further when you're getting sea urchins. You can go out deeper to deeper waters. Yeah, so he's done prison time. I don't know why we get a lot of that backlash, but it happens. And it does affect your position within society when people see that on your resume. They don't want anything to do with your family. Unless, right, and the ones that do. Yeah, so it's been fun for us. Yeah. Well, that's probably why they told us that we were a lifer with the disability and stuff. We've been on disability since 2003. Yeah, you can look at our history. Some of the fundraising companies we worked for back a little bit before 2001. The stuff being exposed with the police, firefighters, and special needs children, the snuff films. We were lucky to have survived a few of those attempts as well. Yeah, I know. And then when you have people around you helping to protect those things for different reasons, and there are children being tortured and abused, and people don't want to talk about it because it exposes their island activity. They don't want anybody to see that they're making a lot of money from. And they don't want to admit there's any child abuse going on, helping with that leverage and money-making opportunities. They want to think it's because they're such hard workers and good people. And people just like them. No, they're just desperately trying to shut us up and keep you from listening to us. As you can see, many pass through. They become aware, and then they got advertisers. They're making money writing books. It's a beautiful day, isn't it, folks? So my name is Mary. We're here at the old Governor John Hill Mansion in Augusta, and I'd really appreciate it if people would acknowledge the children being abused here, and the attempted murders, the injured children, the neurologically damaged children. Back in 2006, the infectious disease specialist we were dealing with and what was happening, and all the chaos that ensued with people trying to do their missions, whatever their fucking plan was. Freaking gross. It's working. So for people to see, they're getting away with it. Usually, yeah, the people in my position, we're already dead. Yeah, we've usually been killed. They shut us up. No one listens to us. If it wasn't for the internet technology, who would be hearing us? As you can see, the people around us, and they will kill us. We'd already be dead if they knew they could get away with it. Yeah, so that's why they like to try to get mentally ill people to just spike and take them out, you know? Then they go to jail. And they had a good reason, right? Usually how it goes. Yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. Did I say that? Ooh, this is a good part, huh? Page 321. All right. Manual of Neo-Scholastic Philosophy, Bishop. This book is one of my favorites. I love this book so much. There's so many inspirational, powerful statements in here. I could just read it every day. Thank you. Cheers. Having some coffee. How about the 320 looks, maybe? The ultimate aim and end of human life. There's a good way to start the day. The ultimate aim and end of human life. The whole human race has ever believed and hoped in the ultra-terrestrial life. The whole human race has ever believed and hoped an ultra-terrestrial life in which man's ultimate aim and end would find its perfect realization. There is a very strong presumption in favor of such a faith and hope in the fact that the moral order has never been and never will be As far as history tells us, our own experience teaches, perfectly and completely realized, either in the life of individuals or in the life of nations here on the globe. But it would seem that either a perfect and complete realization of the moral order, but it would seem that either a perfect and complete realization of the moral order, or at least a perfect and complete compensation for the failure of its realization, would be necessarily demanded by the justice of holiness and Almighty God. Hence, the faith and hope of mankind that the soul is immortal, and that the divine government of the world will find a perfect justification and the moral order a complete vindication, cannot appear extravagant and baseless to the philosopher, who, as a consequence, will devote his serious attention to the solution of this grave problem. The immortal life. When we speak of immortality, we speak of the soul exclusively, not of the body of man. While Christianity plainly teaches that the body will ultimately participate in the immortal life of the soul, yet we consider this doctrine a mystery in the strict sense of the word. Example, a doctrine of revelation which as such does not concern the philosopher. The arguments for the immortality of the soul are manifold, some direct and others indirect, some conclusive, others only confirmative. Conclusive arguments for immortality. To demonstrate the immortality of the soul conclusively, two things are required. It must be shown that the nature and the soul is such that, if left to itself, its life never ceases. It does not bear its own being, the source of dissolution. It must be shown that no external influence will bring about its destruction. Yeah, I like this book. It is good, huh? Yeah, the next part too it goes into is pretty good if you want to keep reading that. The never-ending life of the soul, the natural immortality of the soul, the different things, spirit, energy. Yeah, that's an interesting class too. You kind of get into the embedments and sort of fingerprint type things. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, our main purpose here is to help the children, to get people to acknowledge these things, the silliness, how a lot of the ignorance and people believing in childish things helps to protect sickos and people taking advantage of others. And when there's so much going on that's not child rape and murder, there's a lot of psychic businesses, ghost hunters, business deals, technology being made, doing things without a trace. And these are really, really big money marketing things. And most of them understand, a lot of the silliness, and some don't. A lot of them invest in, they saw something. Hallucination. You try to tell them about holograms and, well, where were you? What were you doing? That could have been a warning. Yeah. They never like to acknowledge, no, I saw something that was from out of this world. Okay. Anyways, Yeah, so when you have a lot of people doing those things and they're working together and some of those guys go astray and are really sickos and are actually taking advantage of those investigations, that's how they wormed their way in. And they're taking advantage of your strong desire and motivation to take out my parents or myself or just the drug people. Yeah. When you start to understand, we're right here. We're not trafficking the drugs. We're trying to show people that and how them trying to be big tough people and take out drug cartels and stuff like that has gotten a lot of people killed, innocent people, and our children are being fucked and tortured by these punks who you're protecting. You see how the wires get crossed? You think you're taking out the cartel families and the people that are helping you and feeding you the animal and abuse videos that they make so much money off you fucking jerks over the years. Millions and millions of dollars they've made from you people with these fucking jerk videos. And it's amazing how many people give way more money and seem to care way more about the animals. Takes your fucking breath away. I know, right? They don't seem to care too much about the fucking kids. A lot of these people, they're more concerned with taking out the hicks and protecting their little secret security Hollywood bubble bullshit. It's fucking disgusting. Can you all stop it? You want to talk about reality? Stop trying to tell us about Russia and nuclear weapons and world leaders and personal stuff. What the fuck are you talking about? What's going on in Ukraine and Wuhan? Infectious disease, bioweapons. Do people just get sick because they're poor and lazy and stupid? What happened to Norm Macdonald? This is a knick-knack, paddywhack. Wake the fuck up. Much love, health, and peace. We'll be here when anyone wants to talk about the facts and concerns. It would be a good idea. It's not a fucking joke. There are children being tortured and abused. Child and animal pornography. The targeting of mentally ill, retarded people. So I know you want to turn your head and think it's okay. Because to expose that, yeah, it's not good, is it? You've been protecting some of those people unknowingly and you just can't come to grips with it. And unless we can prove it and you actually see the child abuse, I guess you're not going to believe it. Because it hurts your soul too much. So we're going to keep speaking out whether it hurts your feelings or offends you or not, you fucking pigs. Human pigs. I don't care what fucking creed you are. You're a fucking pig if you're being silent about this and protecting them. And then trying to fucking tell us what world leaders are doing and what they should be doing. Wow. And you try to act so professional and astute. What a fucking nasty cunt. Wake the fuck up. Help these kids and stop protecting these sick fucks. You think you're so cool, and you're a piece of shit. You're a nasty piece of shit, and everyone knows it.